Thanks, Play Again, for having it again this year. Thanks, guys, for coming. Appreciate it. We played one game this week. We got a chance to play Willard on Thursday and won 13-2, I think, something like that. To be honest with you, it seems like forever ago just because we're all fighting the weather. Adam Wink got a start on the mound again. Right now, he's 2-0 on the season. I believe his ERA is under 1. He's done a real good job pitching for us. He commands the zone, throws a lot of strikes. Kind of what trend we find is when you throw more strikes, your defense is more likely to be in the game, and so they make more plays behind him, which is nice to see. We followed him up with Mason Hour, just because of the pitch count rule. Wanted to make sure we had Adam available for Tuesday of this week. Brought Mason in, and I was telling Coach Gutton, he's got one speed that he does everything, and that's about 110 miles an hour, and that's how he pitches. But when he's on, he's downhill, and he's in the upper 80s, and he's difficult to square. So he's young, he's just a sophomore, so he's a nice backup to Link on Thursday night against Willard. Offensively, I think we had 9 hits. We struck out 12 times. I think we strike out too much. I'm not a huge fan of not making 2 strike adjustments. I know the trend in Major League Baseball is a strikeout's just another out. Maybe that's even the rule in college these days, or maybe the trend. But in high school baseball, where fielding, as we just heard from Coach Fitzel, is one of those things that's not guaranteed. I still like a 2 strike adjustment, put the thing in play. We've got some guys that can run. So offensively, we need to get better at that. We are hitting the ball, timely hitting, which is good to see. We've been sparked offensively. I think our leadoff man is doing a great job for us. Zach Sayers in the leadoff spot. He's done a good job of getting on base. Robbie Merced's leading the club in RBIs. He's done a pretty good job in that department. Quinn Reisner, our 2-hole hitter, is doing a good job of handling the bat, being able to move runners as well. But we like to see more production out of our 7, 8, and 9. If you can turn that lineup over, especially in high school baseball, I think you're going to have a lot more success at the end of the day, and that's knowing the strike zone and cutting down on your strikeouts. We did get 2 more games started on Friday in the Willard tournament. We played 2/3 of an inning against Lawrence, Kansas. Michael Barnes is on the hill. He's 1-0 on the season, got our 2nd win down at Fayetteville. Got a chance to throw a little bit. We were down 1-0 when he could no longer stand on the mound and throw the ball in the direction of home plate, so they called that, banged that game. We got a hold of Coach Snodgrass. I called him. I woke him up at school, or got a hold of him at school. And said, "Hey, is it raining over there?" He said it hadn't rained a drop. So instantly, Coach McGee and I started putting our head together. We were like, well, maybe we can move the game out to Coach Snodgrass's field. At Glendale, we called him, and he said, "Yeah, you can do that." They got their game in, which you'll hear about, and then, of course, they had to go extra frames. And in doing so, that gave us a full inning of our game against Marquette. And then and I'll compliment Coach Snodgrass. They did a great job getting their field prepared for the amount of rain that they got during their game. We all knew going in that it wouldn't take much to rain us out. And a little bit started coming, drizzling, and then it got a little bit more, and we got a complete inning, and it was 1-1 in that game. So 2 games that we won't make up because of a tournament setting as far as that goes. So we lose that. We didn't get a chance to play Flat County, which I thought was a very competitive team. Played the game the right way. So kind of out as far as that goes. This week we've got Ozark tomorrow. Been talking to Coach Essick. He doesn't know if his field's going to be available. So Strat, I need to talk to you when you leave.
I already talked to S.
Okay. So we might, I don't know if we're doing it or not, or not.
We're attempting to do that.
Okay. As far as that goes for Ozark, then part of the red and blue, we've got Sedalia, Belton, Carthage, and Springdale Harbor this week. So hopefully the rain stay away. We still really don't know what we've got on our club. We'll say this as a coaching staff, we really like them. They don't get too high and low on things. They just kind of put their head down and move forward. And we like that mentality, so we hope it continues as we move on. Thank you.